G'day everyone, Brian from Prime Cuts Lawn Care here. It's Saturday, it's either the 3rd or 4th of August. Saturday morning, about 11:30. It's a beautiful day, but it's still cold. It's about 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. Sorry that I haven't had any videos out over this last couple of weeks. I've been a bit ill. Crook is Aussie slang for you're sick or ill. I might explain a little bit more of that later. But I had a bacterial chest infection which sort of knocked me back a bit, and I didn't do any work for a week just to get over that and get the antibiotics happening. This past week I've done a little bit of gardening, but not and garden cleanups, but not pushing myself too hard just to get back into it. Today I'm just going to work on my own place a bit, being a Saturday, and I think most of you who've been watching me for a little while can remember I did the Crepe Myrtles about this time last year. So I'm just going to do the one in the driveway today and cut it back. I may do some mowing a little bit later this afternoon when things have dried out a little bit of my own place, just to tidy that up, because essentially it's got its winter coat on now and it looks a little bit shaggy. So we'll just get that sorted. So I'll turn things around and show you the Crepe Myrtle. So there's the Crepe Myrtle behind me. If you can hear some noise, that's just the central heating going. The central heating unit's right next to it. So, because it still is a bit chilly, but it's beautiful in the sun. Hence why I'm doing it today, because in the driveway it is actually quite nice. So I'll just get set up and we'll get started. So weapon of choice, my DeWalt pruning shears. I've actually put a new blade on that because it was quite chipped. So I just replaced that. It takes 5 minutes to do it, so that was all pretty good. But you can see on the Crepe Myrtle where I actually hooked into it, the major limbs where I hooked into it with the chainsaw last year. Don't really need to do that this year because you know, we've just got I'll call it the runners off the top. So I'll just clear them up. So that's pretty much it, everybody. I just got a few little stragglers or runners off there just to tidy up. Doesn't take too long to do, but I'll see if I can find some of the old video from last year which showed how high it goes, because it does go up near the awning over the lounge room window, and that's good for the summer. It protects from the western sun. So I'll just turn things around and I'll show you the mess. So that's the rubbish, and I'll get that into some bags. And there's the Crepe Myrtles. Like I said, a few little runners there, but I'll just get them off in a sec. I'll put these all in a bag, and I'll come back to you. So all tidied up, everyone. All the rubbish I've just taken away from there. I've actually just moved it over near the trailer there, so I can just throw it all in the back when I do a tip run. Got a few bags here which is full from other jobs. So the weather looks good today, but it'll only get to about 13 or 14 Celsius. The nights are still -3, -4s, -5s. We had a feel like -8 the other day. So it is cold. It is still quite cold, and we're still having some cracking frosts. So nothing much is growing, and it is that time of year to do some garden tidy ups. I guess the one thing, you know, for me, you just got to be careful that you don't sweat too much, excuse me, and you layer up and you layer off as you warm up, because you know the problem is if you get a chill, just like what happened, you know, I got a chest infection, and we've got to look after ourselves outdoors, and it's the opposite in summer, where you have to stay hydrated and take care of yourself in the heat. So the Aussie slang in Crook. So if you're crook, you're sick or ill. So if you hear an Australian say, "I'm crook as," you're crook. Crook can also mean it's bad, you know, or something's bad. Oh, that's a bit crook. And the other one is when you're ill, you say you're crook as Rookwood. So Rookwood is one of the oldest, and might be the 6th or 7th largest cemetery in the world. So if you're crooked as Rookwood, you're on death's door, and that's normally said with a wry smile. So there's a little bit of Aussie slang there for you. So I guess what I'm up to over roughly the next few weeks, I'm going to have a little bit more time off, and before it does get busy or start to crank up in September, and then it'll be flat out in October for the next 4 or 5 months. But it's just a bit of maintenance stuff, a little bit of planning, and just looking at customers, contacting them by email just to make sure they're right for this coming season, and just getting my schedule sorted out. I may take on 1 or 2 extra customers, because there's been 3 or 4 which have gone because they've sold their properties. But other than that, it's just working into the season and getting everything planned and ready for what's coming up. So pretty short and sweet today, everybody. And again, I apologise for no videos over this last 2 or so weeks. When you're not feeling well, when you're feeling crook, you just don't feel like that sort of stuff. So thanks for watching, everybody, and it might be another couple of weeks before I have another one out just yet, because I am taking a little bit of time off. But once I'm back into it, I'll be a little bit more regular. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you soon.